Welcome, 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 Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started with our celebrity tarot card reading with the Miss Chloe Cherry. That's right, people. We have gone into Euphoria. I'm excited. I think I'm going to do all the Euphoria people, so stay tuned. I think it would be interesting, fun. I think I might have done one or two. Who knows? But today we are doing none other than Miss Cherry. So we will get into this reading in just a minute. Hit subscribe while you're waiting on my slowpokeness and my shuffle. I'm going to get into a little bit about her and why I actually chose to get into a conversation about her. And, you know, besides Googling and TMZ. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those. I didn't want to do this. I don't have to get into this for this reason, but she was on TMZ, and I'll go over what she was on there for in just a minute, but let me get into her stuff. This one's Pamela's still. I just did Pamela Anderson, so go check out that video too if you can and would like to. Let me see. Always there when you call. Always on time. All right, here we go. So, Chloe Cherry was born August 23rd, 1997 in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. She was known for breaking out in Euphoria. She's an American actress, and she is a corn star. I don't know if we're not supposed to say that, but that's just what people keep saying is corn instead of the other thing, so there you go. We like corn. Okay, we like corn up in here. Okay. So let me get into a little bit about what's going on and who she is. She's one of the breakout stars of Euphoria season 2. She left a huge impression in the show, and the show really just boosted memorabilia, the cast. I mean, the makeup, the sparkle, the crazy stories behind each and every single episode. I mean, it's a great show, and I kind of thought it was going to be a high school show, so I didn't want to watch it, but I would have missed out. I mean, it was really good. It was like, I understood the parental part of it and, you know, the teen part of it. The parental part of it was a little extreme, though. Like, I was just like, wow. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing.
I'm doing a reading. Can I help? Can I help you?
I was just seeing if you have a paper.
A paper?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like a piece of paper.
The whiteboard's behind the door. If you want to use the whiteboard.
I'll use the fat, giant whiteboard.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you. Careful. Okay. I was like, we're talking. We're in the rated R one. Okay. So, I'm going to pull a couple oracles while we're talking about her, but I feel like, yeah, she was on that podcast called Her Daddy. So, she was talking about working on the hit show and her past career, adult film star stuff, and she has no regrets. She really just kind of like lives in the moment, lives and does her own thing. She's a very logical person. She's very, you know, procedural, and I think the importance here is just understanding more and more and more. So, she is a Virgo and a Taurus. Let's see. Yeah, so that's all that it really says about her so far. And then Euphoria came out in 2019, if that helps. And then, okay, so the reason that I actually ran into Miss Cherry is because I was watching TMZ and I noticed that she was on it. And I don't really see her usually on it, so this stupid eyebrow. It said that, according to TMZ.com, that she was in some hot water in her hometown after she was allegedly stealing a top from a local store and getting busted. She was charged with a misdemeanor retail theft in January for an incident that reportedly happened in December in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So according to Lancaster Online, which obtained the criminal complaint, she entered the building and she took the $28 blouse into a dressing room. Then she held onto the blouse and left without paying. So essentially she tried the clothes on, but she forgot to try it off. And then she paid for some other items using her credit card and not the top that she was wearing. And at some point, the police did get involved, and they said that Chloe admitted to taking the blouse and giving it back to an officer. And however that runs, she had a different view on it. So in December, there was confusion over the top. It wasn't properly charged on my client's credit card. In no way did she admit to taking it. So she didn't actually admit to say, so she said, no, I didn't take it, type of jazz. You know, it's just what they're saying. And then since that was not the case, this story seems to be more about a local store trading on a celebrity's name more than anything else. God. And of course, she's not the first celebrity that has been entangled with any kind of alleged shoplifting shenanigans. Iona Ryder was accused of stealing $5,000 in designer items and Saks. And she was charged with 4 felonies. Holy buckets. Alrighty then. So that's, I seen her on TMZ and I was like, you know what? This is what I need to do. I need to do a tarot reading. So here we are. All right. So I'm going to get some current energy. Just some sort of a shift within family or within something that feels like family. Could be job, could be love, could be friends. It could be whatever. Lacking a little willpower in the scenario, lacking a little bit of action and willpower in the shift or the transition or whatever is changing, whatever is going on. It's a positive family circle. It's a positive, community that she's in or network of friends, whatever this might be for her. There's a lot of light on it, but there's also some things that are underneath the situation, and that there's a shift, and she just doesn't have a lot of action going into the shift. She doesn't have a lot of willpower. She doesn't have a lot of power being put or, you know, pushing into the situation for some reason. So we're going to find out a little bit more about that with tarot cards. Let's find out why. What is going on with this community, this network of people that she's dealing with that feel like family or are family. I don't even shuffle that way anymore. It hurts my thumbs. I quit shuffling like that a while ago. I usually just do this. Like that. I don't do it the other way anymore because it hurts my thumbs. Nobody believes me. Everybody looks at me weird. I'm like, my thumbs hurt. I can't. My thumbs are killing me. I think maybe I need to do it that way. Maybe that's, you know, what my thumbs are asking. Stop doing it the easy way and do it the hard way again. Maybe, you know, you never know. It needs the opposite action. Maybe that's what it is. I used to do it all the time. All right, elbows are double jointed, so it's hard to shuffle. It's hard to shuffle too from a chair that's a little bit lower than the desk. Anyway, let's get into this. I don't know why we needed to get into that. You guys, you need to stop talking to me about my thumbs. Here we go. Let's find out what we got going on. Okay. Not dealing with it in a very loving manner also. So just the situation is very passive, and whatever it is, she or they may not be aware of how much codependency was in this network, how much maybe even uninterest was here. And anything influencing this is just the coming together of, you know, people and the coming together of support and connection and, you know, love, fun, sisterhood maybe. I feel like it's friends, and then there's like a family situation in which, you know, your friends look more like your family than vice versa. So the situation is just that, I mean, no matter how amazing this is, but there was obviously being confirmed that there was something unloving about the situation also. There was something that was not heart-telling. It wasn't heart-led. It wasn't pure intended. It was just uninteresting. There just wasn't something there that needed to make it complete. So there was a shift or something changed. And anything influencing that is this, again, this connection. This uniting and this, you know, becoming whole with these people. becoming whole with these people, speaking with love to one another. And I feel like it, again, has something to do with work, and it's little to do with work now. And anything underneath the surface, the root cause of the shenanigans is the falling out of this hard work. So maybe someone's not working as diligently in this relationship, or, you know, in this pair, or whatever it might be. But I feel like choices had not been made. Some choice here hasn't been made. And I think it's made things almost feel like there's a heartbreak. There's definitely a heartbreak headed her way. Some sort of loss, some sort of heartbreak. Something that will make her very fucking uncomfortable. And whatever loss looks like for her. So whatever she's dealing with as far as in love, intellectually, change-wise, this conflict is going to make it so that she's, you know, it's going to be gut-wrenching. That's the connection that I'm getting. Okay, let's find out a little bit more about the past that might have something to do with this. Got Nine of Wands, got her Justice in reverse. So having, you know, the stamina, the strength, the energy to continue to move forward in something, or to progress in something, no matter almost how uninspiring it might have been, no matter how much will, how much worry went into it, she had enough stamina in the past to get through something that didn't feel like there was any fairness in it. So there was like a lot of things that were influencing her, you know, kind of completely using all of her energy, all of her resources into this. I feel like there definitely was change. There definitely could have even been some conflict here, but I feel like the change here was being influenced by the fact that there was unfairness here. There was untruths, and she was persevering through it. So she just kept moving through, just kind of, you know, moving to the beat of her own drum, leading herself in light, and managing her own passion and her own agenda here. And I think, you know, she's always been kind of on guard and energetically just kind of always a little bit drained as far as that goes. So anything, again, to do with feeling safe, that kind of went out the window with this also. So with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, this unfairness here with Justice in reverse, or something that didn't come to terms, or the truth would never really saw the other side of things. Nobody's seen it. Or the perspectives of the situation that she was in never changed because of that. So whatever, she truly was passionate about this, though. It didn't matter what anybody wanted to say to her or do. I mean, she drew the line where she was supposed to be, and where, you know, get your opinion, you take it over there. So with the Six of Pentacles, I just feel like the success, or, you know, the rise up of the situation. I feel like anything going on as far as new normal, or going into a new community, again, it felt unsafe. And it felt unreliable, especially with any kind of like money, property, or really just needing to focus on something, or her physical. There was an unsafe feeling about something here. Get the last couple of cards, just kind of, it was off of a new beginning, some sort of a new beginning that had everything that it needed to have in it, but it brought it bring an ending to real family. So this love family connection, it brought, you know, the ending of her maybe not having a family, or not having this connection that she once had, and then moving into this place where she did. But then again, you know, that's transitioning, that's shifting. What was once pure intended became very neglected also. So anything that she didn't have as far as, you know, any kind of speaking of family, this kind of was coming to an ending of not having that because of this industry, or of this thing that she's very ambitious about, or this passion, or this work. Even though there was unfairness, and there was almost like physically like an unsafe feeling going into whatever this new beginning was, that, you know, pretty much had all of the abilities to create long-term happiness, was the key to her success, quite honestly. Anything upcoming for Miss Cherry that is connected? Ooh, love offer. Love offer, pure intention. Speaking of love, heart-led, loving love. Will you love me? Oh, So she could be offering somebody love, or somebody could be coming to her with an offer. And I feel like just as of right now, there's no choice being made, but there will be a choice that she's going to have to make. And it's going to be the pairing up of two people. Now, this could start with love, but there's definitely financials will be attached to it. So I feel like anything other than that, I feel like this is going to make her feel safe. This is going to make her feel complete, whatever this is. And this could just be something that is upcoming, that is just a reminder for her when if she's in a relationship, okay? The root of this kind of coming up is that, you know, there needs to be a choice that needs to be made here, whether or not she's in this or not. So that'll be needing to be made. And I feel like the freedom is in kind of not knowing your partner, or kind of not seeing those big pictures about somebody, and making yourself feel safe in a very bound way, like just ignoring the fact that there's other things that aren't being seen. You're not, you know, putting the whole puzzle together because it makes you feel safer to not know those things about someone, or the situation, or this connection that you feel like is everything, and, you know, all of that. What is the last? Okay. Yeah, because this, I mean, this is her world. This person, or this situation will be her world. And it's the beginning of her world. It's especially within this relationship or this connection. And she's not stuck. She's not stuck at all. She's going to be able to, you know, eventually get into a place where she can assess it. She'll feel like she's regressed, especially when she can't make a decision. She's going to like not be able to believe in her powers, or her intuition, or her healing, because she's a very healing person. She's got a lot of healing energy. She's a thinker. She's very logical, but there's also this overthinking, this worry, and this place where she needs to be perfect all the time, or striving to be something more so than she is, or whatever it is. So she's got a lot of anxieties surrounding reflection time and seeing the real picture. Because if she sees the real picture, she realizes she's not perfect. She knows she's not perfect. Like, logically, she knows that. But there's this need on the inside for her to understand, and to, you know, to be perfect, and to fit in, you know, whatever this perfect box is that she makes. And it's not so much necessarily to prove it to anybody, but I feel like she just needs to relax and, you know, and lighten things up, especially within her body, the things that go on her body. She's heavy, and that's only because of that. I don't think it has anything to do with really what she does. I just think it has a lot to do with how critical she is of herself. So anything upcoming, trying to make that choice, hopefully things turn out okay on that end of things, and she's able to assess and move forward. Especially just really seeing the full picture, because there's a lot of cards indicating that she doesn't look at the whole entire picture. She don't want to see it. She's like, fuck no. I would rather pretend like this is all a-okay. And she'll take it, and she'll look at it like, see no evil, hear no evil, blah, blah, blah. But she also sees it as, where she's like, you know, I accept you for who you are. That's not going to fly, okay? Because that's ignorance. That's ignorance, because you know it's there. You can feel it's there. She can't. She's too much of a healer to not feel it. Okay. That sexual energy is very healing. She's got very actual energy. So she's got that fiery, that siren energy. And that is healing. It's healing. Okay. Feminine, honey. Feminine. Masculine. She's got a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. Please go ahead, hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would, please. And thank you. Remember, check out Pamela Anderson. I just did her reading, and it is 2/2/23, so make sure you go check that out when you are done with this video. Share, like, and follow on your social media. Check out my details. Those are my social media links that you can click on. Go check those out, and you can comment, leave me messages, requests there, or in my comment section, so either or. Other than that, please enjoy the rest of this beautiful evening, y'all.